So a 4-0 win for Manchester United on the opening weekend. Kevin Kilbane was alongside me on commentary. Is that a fair result?
Probably it flattered United, I would think. First half, the way that Chelsea were playing, I thought they were the better side. I think they looked brighter. With and without the ball, that was. I think they really pressed Man United, and I think what allowed Man United into the game was a bad mistake by Kurt Zouma. He passed it across his 18-yard box that gifted a chance to Anthony Martial in the first half. And then that may be setting his mindset for Zouma, because in going to ground and conceding the penalty, it was a really poor challenge on Marcus Rashford. And that was maybe their only mistakes the first half, because I felt they played quite well. They looked solid defensively and looked very good going forward. But United went in 1-0 at half-time, and I think it was a certain mindset change to United, because as soon as they got the second goal, they looked so much brighter going forward.
So what happened with the second goal and Manchester United totally dominating in the second half? Was it a case that they figured out Chelsea?
No, I don't think it was the case of that, but it was how quickly they broke against Chelsea. I don't think they were doing that in the first half. Quick turnovers. The second goal, when it was Pereira that eventually did get free on the right hand side, it was how many bodies they got forward into attack. I think the first half with United, quick turnovers, they didn't have many bodies going forward in support of the attacking player or the man on the ball. Whereas second half, we saw a different Man United, and they were very quick counter-attacking goal. And it turned out then, for that second goal, Anthony Martial just getting himself in the 6-yard box, getting himself freed up in a good position, and he got a goal. He got his rewards.
You were saying before the game that you feel that Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford are really going to have to deliver a lot of goals this season if Manchester United are to achieve anything. Rashford got 2, Martial got 1. Did they show enough out there for you that they're going to do that?
Yes, they did. To be truthful with that. Not in the first half. I think, and I think it was you actually that commented it in commentary, where too many times the ball was played into Martial or Rashford, and there was a flick. It was a flick of the ball rather than retain possession. As a striker, it's basic stuff. Get hold of the ball. You've got your back to play. You need to retain possession. It's a crucial part of the game when you're building up attacks. Whereas United in the first half, it was happening too freely. That there was too many loose possession, they were too loose in possession and giving the ball away. Second half, I think they were better. They were a lot more solid at holding the ball. That's your basics. But I think the one thing, what I looked at, certainly with the second and third goal that United scored, Anthony Martial right between the middle of the goals, 3 or 4 yards out from goal. So, too often Martial looks for a pullback. He looks to try and go for a worldie goal, and then Rashford's goal, where spinning off the shoulder defender, it was a perfect pass from Paul Pogba, but got himself in a goal scoring position 1-on-1 and scored. So yeah, potentially those two, or 40 goals, easily 40 goals in a season off the two of them, and that's what they have to deliver this season.
David De Gea was the oldest Manchester United player on the pitch. He's only 28. It was a very young United team. They brought on Mason Greenwood, who's only 17, and Daniel James, one of their summer signings from Swansea, only 21, scoring in front of the Stretford end on your Manchester United debut. It's not bad.
Yeah, it was great for him, exactly, and he looked lively, didn't he? I think he immediately came on into the game, and he went at Emerson, the Chelsea left back, wanted to go and beat him on the outside, won his team a corner, and he actually had another little spell towards the end of the game where he got himself free of N'Golo Kante. Too good on the ball and beating Kante. So he looked a threat when he came on, as you say. One or two others in United side. I was really impressed with Harry Maguire. You're making your debut. You're an £80 million defender, the most expensive defender in world football. The pressure that's on him, and I just thought he was just solid. He was cultured. He looked excellent. Did everything right in the game. It was a very impressive performance from him personally. Yeah.
This was a game I think we all came into not really knowing what to expect today from Manchester United and Chelsea and this season, because they're two very young squads, new players coming in, maybe not having resources in midfield and an attack that you would expect from sides contending for Champions League or for Premier League titles. What do you think Manchester United can achieve this season from what you saw today, and does it change what you were thinking pre-season?
Probably not, because of how loose they were in possession during that first half. As I said, I think the best thing that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can take from the game is, yes, they've won 4-0. And you think on the face of it, great result against a side that's going to be challenging for the top 4. But there's a lot more to work on. I think there's things in the attacking department that they can work on. I think they did look solid enough defensively. Lindelof and Harry Maguire as a partnership looked very good. De Gea, 1 or 2 decent saves. A lot of them were comfortable enough saves. And Chelsea had a lot more shots on target and a lot more shots at goal than United did overall. So that can be worked upon as well. So top 4 is at best for United. I don't see them seriously challenging City or Liverpool, no.
Bit of a disastrous start for Frank Lampard as Chelsea manager. 4-0 defeat away against one of your main rivals. They have Antonio Rudiger to come back in the centre defence, and N'Golo Kante should be back fit in the next couple of weeks, but there's not much else to return. There are going to be a lot of very young, very inexperienced players, particularly in attack. Tammy Abraham started today, had that one early chance where he hit the post. Olivier Giroud came off the bench and was totally anonymous. watching Chelsea there, you would fear for them this season.
You would. I think they were. As I said before, they were lively in the first half until they got to the final third. That was the thing where they were lacking. Yes, Emerson hit the bar, and that great chance that you spoke about for Tammy Abraham. He should have hit the target. Maybe he should have scored, should I say? But he struck it so well. It was such a sweet strike across the goalkeeper, and David De Gea was beaten. And if that goes in, it's probably a different performance from him, isn't it? He probably draws a lot of confidence from that. But in fairness to how I was saying about Harry Maguire marked him perfectly, didn't he? He marshalled him well, stopped him doing anything in the game. Mason Mount in behind, I didn't feel as though had a big impact on the game as well. So there are areas that Chelsea can improve. They've still got Willian to come back as well, maybe another one that can improve them from the attacking point of view, yeah.
So week 1 done, convincing wins for Manchester City, for Liverpool, for Tottenham. Arsenal got the job done, and Manchester United here. Any standout takeaways from the opening weekend?
Probably the standout takeaway. It's probably it sounds boring, but it's pretty much the same as it was last year. Those two, I think Liverpool and City are ahead of the rest with how they played. Liverpool slightly vulnerable, I felt, defensively on a number of occasions against Norwich. Conceded a few too many chances in my book, particularly down the right hand side of the defence. But going forward, they looked excellent. I thought Firmino looked very good. I think Salah has started the season brilliantly. He's looked sharp. And Sterling for City as well looks great. De Bruyne looks great. I think those two are so far ahead at the moment. It's up to the rest to catch up. But Tottenham, say, with the win, and Arsenal with the win, I think it bodes well for a good season, yeah.
Nothing else happened in sport of note over the weekend that's worth talking about anyway, so...
No, we don't need to talk about anything else. That's it. No, that's it.
We're done.
We're done.
Go home and drown our sorrows again.
Exactly, yeah. Where's the bar?